going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Fishing with Flair. Today I'm going to be doing kind of a quick tips video. I'm going to be telling you one of my favorite products to use for a line conditioner. It's not a topic that's discussed that often, line conditioners. I mean, some people use them, some people don't. And I have gotten some questions on what I use. And this basically, the purpose of this is just to let you know which one I use and kind of why, and also why line conditioner is important and why it helps you. So I'll get right into it. My company of choice is the KVD Line and Lure. Let's see if that focuses in. There's two main competitors, people on the market that make them, and one's called Real Magic, I believe, and then KVD Line and Lure. And I've tried both. I started off with Real Magic because it was cheap, and it's kind of like an aerosol can, like a spray paint can, where it's kind of, it's just kind of, this one is more, like a water bottle, like a perfume spray or whatever, and the other one is more like a can that you shake up and you can spray, like spray paint. And I've tried both, and I've done some research, and by far KVD Line and Lure beats Real Magic. Real Magic is nice if you're trying to go real quick. This one, it's just kind of like you just kind of push it down and it squirts a couple times. So it does take a little while to wet all your lines. And the one thing I will use Real Magic for is for braided line. I don't really condition my braid that much because it doesn't really need to be. It doesn't, it doesn't keep memory and that kind of stuff. So I will buy a can of Real Magic because one, it's cheap, and two, I can use it on braid. And basically how I use Real Magic is to basically just wet my line before a tournament, and that way you first cast and multiple casts after that, you'll cast farther instead of just having dry line. But then most of the time I'll use a KVD Line and Lure when I'm using monofilaments or fluorocarbons, and basically all it does, it's a liquid substance that you spray on your reel. You'd spray it right here, just right directly on your spool, just like that. You just spray it, and I usually do, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 sprays per spool. Kind of rub it in and hit the bail and move the spool around, make sure everything's evenly coated, and I just let it soak in. I'll do it usually the night before a tournament, and basically it just reduces the line memory that your line has. Lets you cast farther, and it helps protect your line from UV rays and that kind of stuff. It's just kind of something I do only for tournaments, really. If I'm going fun fishing, I don't really worry about it because it's not really a big deal. But when it's tournament morning and you want everything to go right, that's just something I do. It's just a kind of a confidence thing. I know if I sprayed it, I know if I cast it's not going to have a huge backlash because of the memory. And as you can see, like on this mono, you can see it instantly. I pull it out, and it instantly kinks back up. And if I were to spray this spool, let it soak in, and come back in an hour, I could guarantee you it'd be much, much less than that. This stuff's really high quality stuff. Like I said, if you Google it, Kevin Van Dam Line and Lure versus Real Magic, this one by far most people prefer. It is a little bit on the expensive side. I'm not exactly the price. I think it's like around $10 for a little bottle, but to be honest, I bought this in the Spring Classic at Bass Pro Shops, so that would have been back in March, February, and it's probably about up to there still, about halfway. And you guys know I fish a lot of tournaments, about 2 to 3 every month at least, and sometimes I will use it just when I'm going on a fishing trip. So, I mean, I've probably sprayed my reels over 100 times with this, and it's like halfway gone. So, although it is a little expensive, it'll last you all season long. It helps a lot, like I said, with backlashes, line memory. You can cast farther, it conditions your line, helps it last longer, and that kind of stuff. So that's it, kind of a short tips video. Hopefully that answered any questions about line conditioner. Maybe some of you guys didn't even know that line conditioners existed. I feel like that's an untalked about topic, but so I kind of covered it. Gave you my personal preference. KVD Line and Lure is my brand of choice. So that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a like. Comment any videos that you would like to see. And that's it. Thanks for watching.